Hi, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce, joined by my office mate, but we're doing this on Zoom for logistical reasons. Alissa Preston, the director of the Convention and Visitors Bureau, or Visit Findlay as it's well known as, talking about summer events and why it's a big benefit for businesses in the community. Thanks. First of all, thanks for joining us, Alissa.
Hey there. Happy to be here today.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, we're just thrilled to have events again. After last summer, that was certainly a letdown, but things are looking up this year. Are we at our pretty standard level of events for the year?
We are getting back there for sure. We feel like weekly there are new things popping up that folks feel comfortable going forward with their events. A lot of things happening outdoors for the summer, as well as some of our standard inside events happening as well. So happy to see our calendar online filling up with plenty to do for the summer.
Well, that's great news. One, because it's just great to have things to do again. It's good for the community. It's good for morale. But from a business perspective, there's a lot of opportunity there. I think first and foremost, we think about the benefit to restaurants and hotels, but those are some industries that really need this. So I think maybe first we'll focus on that. How can restaurants and hotels really capitalize on some of these things that are happening once again?
You know, Doug, you make a really good point that they need it, and our community has been so supportive over the last several months. But there's still a long way to go. And now that we're having visitors come back into the community, that's a great opportunity for our restaurants, retailers, those type of people to benefit. Something that comes to mind immediately is the sports tournaments that are being hosted all throughout the summer. Even last summer, that benefited us greatly, but even more so this summer, as we have groups returning. Hotels are seeing a great return on groups coming back. Restaurants are busy, retailers getting their name out there, as well as just any events that are happening throughout the community. These families are looking for things to do when they're not on the ball field. So to keep your events in the forefront, any specials and things that you have going on, notify our office of those as we communicate with the hotels weekly to let them know what to share with their guests when they're here.
And that's an important thing for people to realize, is that you don't have to do this on your own and do all the legwork. If you contact the CVB, you have a lot of the apparatus in place to help get these businesses in front of the people that they want to be in front of when they're in Findlay and in Hancock County.
That's right. It may be overkill, but we have plenty of resources that we can get that information out. We do a lot through radio, through print. Our social media is very well followed. In downtown Findlay, we have our electronic kiosk that we're keeping updated with information. So don't ever hesitate to reach out to our office. Let us know what's going on. Even if you think it's a small event that doesn't need a whole lot, we're happy to put those out there and make sure the community knows what's happening.
You also mentioned our retailers. We talked a little bit about the hotels and restaurants, but certainly clothing stores and shops and everything like that stand to benefit a lot from these events too. Are there any different ways that they can go about it, or maybe different approaches that your non-traditional hospitality businesses can also be involved in and attract the following?
Sure. Just like I said, let us know that things are going on. It's very important to share with us the hours as well. We often have that question from groups coming in: what can we do on Saturday afternoon? So let us know if your location is open. Something that we started about middle of winter was a second Saturday event that we're promoting all local businesses throughout Hancock County and supporting our small businesses and encouraging folks to get out there, eat local, shop local. So those are great opportunities to keep top of mind. Second Saturday to run a little special, or just let us know what you have going on, what type of season it is for your retail location, and we will share those with the community.
I think also important to point out to business owners and managers that it's important to stay on top of these events, because you might get hit with the sudden influx of customers that you weren't anticipating and not be staffed for it. So you want to stay on top of that too. And I know that you guys do a really good job of that with the calendar that's out.
Yeah, the calendar lists all events happening throughout Hancock County, but there is a special link on our calendar that you can view sports events that we talked about. That's definitely an influx of visitors, and quite honestly, throughout the summer, it's almost every weekend that we have different tournaments happening. throughout the community. So take a look at that just so you're aware of things going on. In some cases, the event organizer is listed there, that you should certainly reach out to them and let them know that you have plenty of space for them to come and visit while they're in our community.
And then one last thing, I think this really highlights the importance of supporting these types of events in the community. Again, it's not just something for us to do, although that is a quality of life thing that we very much appreciate, but it's a big boom for businesses. And if you support local businesses, you want to be able to support these events and make sure that we have the facilities in place to be able to hold these types of events and draw more and more people.
You're so right. And, you know, we hear from visitors all the time that Findlay is so much more than they expected. So we want to continue to put that in front of folks, that there are great things to do once we pull them in off of I-75, to really get into the heart of our community and experience the great hospitality, the friendly locations that we have. So don't be shy to promote yourself and let us know what's going on.
Absolutely. If people have any questions for you, Alyssa, what's the best way to get in touch?
The best way to reach us through email is info@visitfindlay.com. You can call us at the office at 419-422-3315. Also, you can link to things on our calendar, follow us on social media. Just make sure we know what's happening in your world, because there are a lot of you out there for us to keep track of.
Alyssa, thanks again for joining us. I think it's great information for chamber members and businesses in general to have in terms of making the most out of this return to normalcy this summer. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, for Alyssa Preston with the CVB, I'm Doug Jenkins with the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce.